To me, it's a bit funny. This feeling inside, I'm not one of those who can sing on tune. It's not probably the way I would go to get a job, unless, of course, that job was a really bad singer position, which I would never really... Do they pay people for that? God, I'd probably make a lot of money that way. I do get emails quite frequently, and I've shared my email address in just about every one of the videos I've got on YouTube. Chris@Pirillo.com. You probably have that completely memorized. You know how to get a hold of me. And people do. They ask, Chris, I want to get a job. People ask me. I mean, they're asking if I'm hiring, and in many cases, no, I'm not. But they want to get a job in a particular field, and they want to know, how are they going to get that job? And since we do have a wide array of geeks who are out there in the community, and they're building up experience, potentially going to school, getting certifications, they want to know our top interview tips if they're going after a job, specifically in IT. IT, of course, is short for information technology. And if you didn't know that, you may not actually want to try to get a job in IT. That's what it's short for. Information technology, it's a broad field. We've had sponsors like Modus come in and talk about just how much you can do with technology, all your passions and interests, and parlay them into a career that could span your entire life, at least as far as your professional career goes. So we've listed some it would be the top 5 IT interview tips, since people were asking for it. And this is the thing. When it comes to LockerGnome, whether it's the videos or our website, lockergnome.com or lockergnome.net, we want to create content that you're asking for. So if you want us to write an article about something, let us know what you want us to do. We're really open for that. And so some of the optimization tips for optimization, can I say that, for IT interviews would include speaking clearly. Okay, and I know geeks and nerds aren't always verbal, in terms of their communication. They expect that people can read their minds or just understand things at the same level that they do. But when you're interviewing for a job, you have to speak very well for yourself and be well spoken. And if you need to practice, I would suggest setting up a camera and talking to it. The funny thing is, I could be doing this and talking to the camera. One of you may be watching, none of you may be watching. This is still practice for everything else that I might do. And you're going to be your biggest critic. You've got to record the video, watch the video, and say, boy, I kind of slurred my words back there. I need to speak more clearly and certainly command a presence when I'm in front of the camera, not being overwhelming with the camera. But this camera, it's like I'm talking to you. When you watch this video or watching any one of the videos that I do, does it feel like we're sitting, next to each other and I'm gesticulating wildly? Do you know what gesticulating means? It's not dirty, by the way. It just means making gestures like this. That means nothing. My fingers are flailing. You don't want to do that in an interview, by the way. Don't go off topic like I generally do. This video would be a bad example of staying on topic. But when I say that, be there and you understand what it is that you're talking about, whatever it happens to be, specifically within the realm of your career choice in IT, if that's what your choice is. We note you should be confident, but not cocky. So, if I'm sitting here and I have a self-deprecating sense of humor when I generally do things in life, and that kind of takes the edge off. Some people think that perhaps I'm a little too direct in the way that I communicate my opinions online. But I'm very confident in the things that I do. Doesn't mean that I'm always right. And in some cases, when I do feel like I am right, I may go overboard and say, well, no, this is the only way to do it. Period. No, I don't care what you have to say. This is the way, this is the choice, and honestly, it's the only choice to make. Did that sound cocky to you? You don't want to do that in an interview. Be confident. You know what you know, and you can share it, and as long as you can speak it clearly, and that doesn't just mean diction, the enunciation of words, because no one would hire anybody. You wouldn't even watch my videos if I mumbled all my way through them, you probably wouldn't. You might. I don't know. People get away with amazing things in videos that I'm surprised. I spend so much time creating what I believe is quality content, and then I see someone else who's got 1 billion hits and it's nothing. I'm like, I'm apparently misusing my time. But another tip you may take to the bank, potentially, or at least to the job interview, ask questions. It's just not just about telling them who you are, but be very aware of the job interview that you're doing. Do your research and feel free to kind of get them to open up more about what it is that they're doing there and the general direction of the company, maybe something specific about the division that they may be getting hired for. Asking questions is, I think, as much a part of an interview as it is to answer questions from the person who's doing the interview. I've been on job interviews before, probably not in the same sense that some of you might have gone for job interviews. The idea is to really sell yourself. And whether you're going into a career in IT or not, this is something that I think transcends your career choice. Be yourself, be honest, be there. I mean, in the moment, you don't want to do an interview with your, that will. You want to talk about one wrong way to get one right way to not get a job, burying your face in the phone. That's kind of a side tip. So the article that we've written is specifically for those who are in the career path of the IT field, but really the tips could apply to just about anybody out there who is looking to get a job. So now when you email me, Chris, how do I get a job in IT? I'm going to just send you off to that article. Because we've written it. Why would I just repeat myself over and over and over again? Maybe I should just do that on YouTube. I'll just do the same video over and over and over and over again.